Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Saturday, August 6, 2016. Fire potential impacts will occur today and tomorrow. For today, we're looking for some isolated mix of wet and dry thunderstorms across the central Idaho mountains, moving into eastern Idaho and western Wyoming. By tomorrow, some of those storms in western Wyoming could be turning wet and produce a wetting rain. On Sunday, southwest winds will increase across portions of the geographic area, but the areas we've highlighted are really just northern Utah and southwest Idaho, where the fuels have been dry in combination with that expected increased wind and low relative humidity. Lightning activity occurred over mainly southern Utah, eastern Nevada, and there were a few isolated storms up into western Idaho. Some of these storms in the northern portion of western Idaho occurred overnight and are occurring this morning. Heavy amounts of precipitation were observed over southern Utah, with lighter amounts over eastern Nevada, and even lighter amounts in western Idaho. Even with yesterday's lightning activity, new initial attack has been quite light, with only a few new fires observed yesterday. Fire danger indices continue to be very high at near record levels across Idaho, western Wyoming, and portions of northwest Nevada. Indices have come down, however, across much of central and southern Utah and portions of eastern Nevada. A few fire danger trends are shown here for the east central Idaho mountains, where those values are approaching the 97th percentile, and northwest Utah, where they've been on a little bit of a downward trend with higher relative humidities the past few days, but still near record levels for the time of year. This morning's water vapor imagery shows an area of low pressure moving into the southern Canadian coast. It's this low pressure system that will bring some increased winds to the Great Basin, kind of starting today, but more significantly on Sunday. And this low will also bring some enhanced convection and precipitation to the central Idaho mountains and western Wyoming. Highlights have been issued today for eastern Idaho and western Wyoming for a better chance of isolated to scattered thunderstorms that could be a mix of wet and dry. Increased wind speeds are expected this afternoon over southern Nevada and southwest Utah, but in light of recent precipitation and higher relative humidities in those areas, they're below red flag criteria. On Sunday, some winds pick up over northwest Utah and southeast Idaho, and there is an increased chance for some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms over the central Idaho mountains and western Wyoming. The enhanced chance for some thunderstorms are associated with that low pressure moving into the Pacific Northwest. Drier air on the southwest flow spreads throughout Nevada and into southern and western Utah. That enhanced chance for precipitation is shown here with some lingering showers and thunderstorms over mainly eastern Utah on Sunday afternoon as well, with some stronger winds moving into western Utah and eastern Idaho. On Monday, generally drier air spreads throughout the geographic area for mostly sunny skies, pretty much region-wide, with very low relative humidities continuing over Nevada and southwest Utah. Thunderstorms should pretty much be out of the area by Monday, with those low relative humidities returning region-wide. The 3-day precipitation accumulation is shown here, with the higher precipitation chances over the north will be occurring mainly on Sunday as the low pressure system moves closer to the geographic area. Heading into the middle of next week on Tuesday, generally sunny skies and dry conditions persist across the region with mild temperatures. On Wednesday, it looks like maybe a little bit of moisture squeaks back into the Great Basin for increased chances of convection and isolated thunderstorm activity. And some of this may also linger into Thursday. By Friday, generally sunny skies should be returning to most of the geographic area. During this period, temperatures should be seasonal, but not returning to the extreme heat that we've had over the past few weeks. The 7-day precipitation accumulation looks much like the 3-day precipitation accumulation because the second half of the period will be generally dry across the geographic area. The extended outlook, moving into the middle of August, is calling for above normal temperatures across the south with below normal precipitation chances pretty much across the geographic area. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.